This book is called Apple Trouble. Hedgehog just finished building her winter nest under the old apple tree. Not too large and not too small. Just right for a nice long winter sleep. Plop! Suddenly a juicy red apple landed on her back. Ouch! She squeaked. She curled up into a spiny ball, hoping it would fall off. But when she uncurled, the juicy red apple was still there. Hedgehog tried to squeeze herself and the apple into the beautiful new nest. But she could not get in. No, she could not. Not with the apple on her back. The nest was too small. Oh dear. Squirrel, scurrying past with an armful of brown nuts, stopped to help. Stand still, I'll push the apple off, he said. And he pushed, and he struggled, and he heaved, and he tugged. Here's Squirrel, he's trying to help Hedgehog. Think he'll get it off? Let's see. But the juicy red apple stayed where it was. Worse still, 3 of Squirrel's brown nuts got caught in Hedgehog's spines. So now she had a juicy red apple and 3 brown nuts on her back. Oh dear, wailed Hedgehog. Winter is coming and I cannot get into my nest. What will I do? Try rolling on your back, snorted Pig, trolling up. That'll get rid of it all. That'll get rid of it all. Here's Pig. He's saying, roll on your back. Hedgehog threw herself on the ground. Her little legs paddled in the air as she twisted and wriggled and rolled. Look at her, she's rolling on the ground. You think that will get rid of them? Let's find out. Has it all gone? She asked hopefully, scrambling to her feet. Pig shook his head. No. The juicy red apple and the 3 brown nuts were still there. So were a small green pear and a crumpled brown leaf. Oh dear, sighed Hedgehog, rolling her eyes. Do you know what rolling your eyes looks like? That's when you go, oh, rolling your eyes. But up in the sky, sailing towards Hedgehog, she saw a colorful piece of paper. Oh no, she cried. This way and that she ran as fast as she could. This way and that drifted the paper. What is she running away from? What is flying after her? Oh, it's a piece of paper. Do you think it might land on her? And landed right on her back, between the apple and the 3 brown nuts. It's not fair, Hedgehog cried, who now had a juicy red apple, 3 brown nuts, and a small green pear, a crumpled brown leaf, and a colorful piece of paper on her back. I'll never get into my nest. Hedgehog pattered to the pond and gazed at her reflection in the water. Hello, Hedgehog. I see a lot of stuff on your back, croaked Frog. I'm trying to get rid of it all, sniffed Hedgehog. Dive, said Frog. That will wash it off. Hedgehog dipped a foot into the murky water, then dived. Can you see Frog? He's kind of hidden. He's right here. He's saying to do what? To dive into the water. Let's see if it gets all that stuff off. Splash! Her friends watched Hedgehog bobbing up and down. The juicy red apple, the 3 brown nuts, the small green pear, the crumpled brown leaf, and the colorful piece of paper were all still there. So was a pink lily. Glug, 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 gurgled Hedgehog as the others heaved her out of the water. She did look funny. Oh, goodness. Look at all the stuff on her back. I wonder how she'll get it off. Do you have any ideas? But Hedgehog did not find it funny. Stop laughing, she spluttered and stamped her foot on the ground. Where am I going to sleep? Pig and Squirrel looked worried. So did Frog. What does a worried look like? It looks like this. Worried. I do have one last idea, oinked Pig. Squeeze through that hedge over there. That'll brush everything off. So Hedgehog closed her eyes. And she squeezed herself through the thick leaves. But did it get everything off her back? Here she is. She's squeezing through all the brush. Or the bush. Think it will work? We'll have to see. No, it did not. It was still there. So were 4 ripe blackberries. And there, staring at her with a look of surprise, stood Goat. "Ooh!" cried Goat. "You've brought lunch." "Help yourself," said Hedgehog. "Take it all." Here's Goat. He's looking at Hedgehog. What is he looking at? What's yummy on Hedgehog? The apple, the fruits, the nuts. "Yippee!" brayed Goat. Then he picked off and ate the juicy red apple, the 3 brown nuts, the small green pear, the pink water lily, and the 4 ripe blackberries. For dessert, he ate the paper. The only thing he left was crumpled brown leaf. He just couldn't eat any more. "Hooray!" cried Hedgehog. She felt as light as a feather. "Thank you, Goat," she said. Then she ran as fast as her little legs could carry her through the gate, past the pond, across the orchard, under the tree, and home to her nest. So look, he ate all the stuff, but what was left on her? He didn't eat one of them. It's a little brown leaf. I think it looks pretty cute on her, in my opinion. It's like a bow. Oh, Hedgehog squeezed into her little nest. It fitted her perfectly, and it was the best nest ever. Outside, a cold wind blew another apple off the tree. But it didn't fall on Hedgehog. She was safe in her nest and fast asleep. Oh, look at her. She's sleeping. She is happy. The end. This is the end page.